We'll be talking about the complete failure of Disney Plus. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be later today because I'm uploading this at 1 in the morning on February 9th, 2023. But here we go. We're getting more sequels of Frozen 3 and Zootopia 2. I'm not too surprised at making sequels to both of those movies. Frozen 2 was extremely successful. Okay, look at the highest grossing animated movies of all time. If you exclude the Lion King remake, which is a live action version of the Lion King, can't really count that movie. The highest grossing animated movies are still Frozen 2 and Frozen 1. Zootopia was a massive success. As much as I don't like Zootopia, I found it to be a mediocre movie. Yes, yes, boys, you can be angry at me all you want, but I don't care about Zootopia. Okay, all too much. Okay, it is not a movie that I want to watch again. Okay. But then we're back to Toy Story. Yep, Toy Story 5. Why? Why are we getting a Toy Story 5? Okay, who asked for this? Who asked for a Toy Story 5? Okay, who wants this? Okay, who wants a Toy Story 5? Okay, why? Why can't we end it at us free and make something new? Or make a new Toy Story franchise, starring new characters? But we're still continuing Woody and Buzz's story for the 5th movie. Okay? And I think they're making this because they lost the highest grossing animated movie to, of course, Despicable Me. Despicable Me is now the most profitable animated movie series of all time. The fact that they have 2 series. Okay, Despicable Me series made $2.5 billion. And the Minions series also made an extra $2 billion. Okay. And we're getting a 4th Despicable Me movie as well. We're getting a 4th Despicable Me. I think Disney's salty that Lightyear bombed because they can't pass Despicable Me unless Toy Story 5 is so successful. Okay? And when it comes to box office performance, the Minions of Isaac Rule was the highest grossing animated movie. And they saw that and they gave Despicable Me, the Mickey Despicable Me 4. And Minions of Isaac Rule is actually the third highest rated movie in the franchise. So I wonder what kind of stories will they tell in Despicable Me. But we know how popular the Minions and the Despicable Me franchise is. The fact that they're making a 4th film in the series because of how successful the franchise is. Okay, as well. Maybe we'll make it a 4th Minions movie as well. Well, but they know that they are now down here. If Lightyear made the money that Disney was hoping for, let's just say it made $800 million, the series would be at the near Shrek. And the thing is, Toy Story 4 barely outgrows Toy Story 5. The second movie made $100 million more, and Toy Story 3 made way more money than Toy Story 2. Okay, the difference between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1 is that you don't have much of a gap between those movies. Okay, but you have a big gap between Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 4. Okay, and not big of a gap between that and Lightyear. Okay, again, when I first started there was a Buzz Lightyear, it was like, really, they're making a Buzz Lightyear movie? Pixar is seriously wasting the money making a Buzz Lightyear movie? Like, Ice Age, that franchise is dead. Frozen 3 is gonna make another $1.3 billion for Disney. Okay. And most of these franchises are either, Kung Fu Panda 4 is being made, so by Climb Up the Ranking. But a lot of these franchises are not getting movies in the near future. The only ones that are is the Lion King. If you talk about the live action remakes, Kung Fu Panda, Frozen, and of course Despicable Me. And probably Shrek 5, because of how successful this Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was, especially among audiences. The fact that they lost the animated crowd to Universal. The highest grossing animated movies of 2022 is Universal takes the top 3, beating out Lightyear. And the most funny thing in the world is that Strange World didn't even make the top 10. Yep. Strange World didn't even make the top 10. Okay. And this movie, Rise of Gru, is the 5th highest grossing film of 2022 with a worldwide total of $949 million. If you include all of the movies, okay, Universal made around $1.5 billion on the movies. Disney, if it includes Strange World and Toy and Red's meager profits, Disney only made $300 million globally. The fact that Universal made around 4 times of Disney should be concerning. Now let's get back to Toy Story 5. Why are we getting Toy Story 5? Who asked for this? Who needed this? What about Pixar's other franchises? As much as I hate The Incredibles, why aren't we getting Incredibles 3? Incredibles 2 made a lot of more money than Incredibles 1. Okay? But no, we're making another Toy Story movie after the failure of Lightyear. And of course, we all know why Lightyear failed. It was a woke piece of garbage. It was garbage. Okay? Toy and Red was a woke piece of garbage. It seems that Pixar is just killing itself. Okay? Instead of making quality movies anymore, they just focus on the agenda. The agenda that is pushed by Disney and Pixar. It seems that audiences do not care. Movies that push an agenda make way less money, as been proven with this. Toy Story 4 and versus Lightyear. No one watched Lightyear at the box office. No one took tickets to Lightyear. Lightyear was a bomb. And there are people who do love Lightyear. But who asked for Lightyear? No one. It's just so sad that Disney's gonna milk Toy Story till the end of the time. That Disney is gonna milk this franchise for all it's worth. Okay? People complain about milking the series. People complain about Ice Age. Why are there so many Ice Age movies? Okay? Why do we have so many? Okay? But now Toy Story has surpassed. Now I have the same amount of movies as Ice Age. As well. Despicable Me also has the same amount of movies as Ice Age. When Despicable Me 4 comes out. As well. And the thing is, the 6th Ice Age movie is also a Disney Plus title. Though. And we're not even going to talk about Disney Plus in this video. And why that platform is failing. You're going to have to wait until tomorrow to see that. But Toy Story 5 is a very, 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 very unnecessary movie. And there's so many original projects or sequels that Pixar could be making. Okay? There are many Pixar movies that even get a true proper sequel. Monsters Inc., A Bug's Life, Ratatouille, Up, WALL-E. You know, all these other movies. Coco, Soul, and of course, Inside Out is actually getting a sequel in 2024. That's the only one they add. Of all movies, they decided to get that one, a sequel. But Pixar is a dying company. I don't think Inside 2 will be Out 2 will be as received well as the first movie. Pixar is not really the top dog anymore. The fact that Pixar got destroyed by Universal twice this year. The Bad Guys versus Toy and Red. Okay, The Bad Guys was a normal movie. That's why people loved The Bad Guys. Also, Furries did too, but most normal people and most kids would rather choose a movie about a ragtag group of animals that turned good, than a 30-year-old girl twerking again at a mother as one of the final scenes. And yes, that's in the actual movie. And let's not forget the entire plot of Toy and Red was so you can get tickets to see a boy band that doesn't even exist. Yeah, Four Town is not real, Toy and Red fans. And let's not forget about Lightyear. Lightyear got absolutely demolished by Minions the Rise of Gru, despite being quote-unquote the worst film. Minions the Rise of Gru still made around $900 million, which was the amount of money that they were saying that Lightyear would make. White Whale is going to make $800, $900 million or even $1 billion. A lot of people are saying that, oh, White Whale is going to open to around $100 to $140 million. It did. Minions made way more money. Minions defeated White Whale at the box office. Minions became the box office crown that White Whale could not be. And then we have Strange World, a movie that was not even marketed at all and absolutely hated among parents for being the most woke Disney movie so far. Of course, Strange World was overshadowed, destroyed, and demolished by Puss in Boots: The Last List. Yep, all three movies are owned by Universal, okay, and destroyed Disney. Next year we have the Mario movie versus Elemental. Yep, the Mario movie versus Elemental. Of course, the Pixar fanboys are going to say Elemental is going to be a better movie, but no one's going to watch it because nobody likes Pixar anymore. Does he buy White Whale's sales as well? Of course, it can be proven wrong, obviously. But Toy Story 5 is unnecessary, unneeded. Toy Story 3, as I say many, many, many times, was a perfect ending for Toy Story. Okay? Maybe it could have made new characters in the Toy Story universe entitled it Toy Story 4. I think everybody will be perfectly happy about it. There are so many different types of toys. You can focus on a different culture and how they view toys. Focus on Europe. Focus on Japan. Focus on, heck, you can even focus on South America. There's so many more opportunities to explore with the idea of living toys. But we're still, of course, reliving. We're still going on with Woody and Buzz's story. And yes, I get they're the icons of the series. But Disney is supposed to be a company of creativity. And I think that Disney has ruined the opportunity to explore other cultures. For example, Japan and it as well. I think that making a Toy Story movie just based around Japan would be one of the most interesting ideas as well. For a movie about sentient toys. Heck, we could have a talking body pillow in the movie. But yeah, Toy Story 5 is a very, very, very unnecessary and unneeded movie. And I don't think this movie is going to make $1 billion. The media will all say it will because Toy Story 4 and 3 did. But Toy Story 4 barely outgrows Toy Story 3. And White Whale completely bombed. I do not see this movie making $1 billion. I do see it making a lot of money, but not $1 billion. Because White Whale, I think, as a movie, damages the Toy Story brand. And this movie is going to make less money. And the fact that this movie is unnecessary. Toy Story 4 was unnecessary, but a lot of the fans still went to go see it anyways, because it was a new Toy Story movie. We haven't had one in 8 years. But now we're getting a 5th movie. And it's just, why? Why do we need a 5th Toy Story? I'm not excited for Toy Story 5 whatsoever, because I'm sick and tired of seeing Toy Story and Buzz and Woody's story being continued much longer than the self-date provided. Toy Story really ended with Toy Story 3. And after that, I would say that Toy Story 2 is the weakest in the franchise. But then, the Pixar gods gifted us with Toy Story 4 White Whale, which are obviously way worse than Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is still a pretty good movie, but it's just my least favorite of the first 3 Toy Story movies. It's still an excellent film, but it's definitely not Toy Story 1, where they established the characters, and Toy Story 3, well, they have a very good villain, Watto, and a very, very sad scene in the movie where the toys almost get burned by the incinerator, which is one of the saddest moments in all of the film. Of course, it's not sad afterwards because you know that they're going to survive, obviously, but Toy Story 5 is still extremely unnecessary. It is still extremely unneeded. Okay, I can see why we could get a third Puss in Boots movie because of how well received Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was, and how well it did at the box office. But maybe Toy Story fanboys can explain why we need a Toy Story 5. But again, just like White Whale, this movie is unnecessary. Pixar should definitely focus on one of the other series if they want to make more franchise movies. Heck, they could turn to other movies into franchises as well. So yeah, it's based about Toy Story 5. So yeah, another very unnecessary and unneeded film. Goodbye.